Well, let's just continue on with Topic Tuesday with Duke. Good morning, beautiful friends and family. I hope you are doing well and staying cool during these summer months. Welcome back to another Topic Tuesday session. Today, I wanted to do a fun review of cardiac blood flow. Oftentimes, we think of a heart as a single organ that works to pump blood to the whole body. But you may be surprised to learn that the heart is divided into several different chambers that are vastly different from one another. So let's start by appreciating this image in this little, we have a link to take you there. Also, the image is right here. And I find this article very fascinating. We think we know our hearts. Maybe some of you do, but I learned a lot from this, and it was very well written and easy to understand. So we have this beautiful picture diagram of a heart, pointing out all the different anatomy, all the anatomy of the heart. And so as you can see, the heart has several subcomponents. Learning about the natural flow of blood through these chambers was one of my favorite parts of medical school. I wish I could keep this photo up to read this, but first, blood enters into the right atrium via two large veins called the superior and inferior vena cava. Next, blood flows down the right atrium into the right ventricle via the tricuspid valve. And here we have a link showing where the tricuspid valve is located. Commonly, most people have the tricuspid, although we do know that others may have a bicuspid. After that, blood is pumped into the pulmonary artery, which feeds blood from the right ventricle into the lungs, where it will be fed oxygen. Oxygenated blood leaves the lungs via the pulmonic veins, which drops blood back into the heart by way of the left atrium. Blood then flows from the left atrium into the left ventricle, flowing through the mitral valve. And here we have a little diagram and a link to take you there of the mitral valve. Finally, blood is pumped up the left ventricle into our friend, the mighty aorta, via the aortic valve. And here we have a diagram of the aortic valve fully open right there. There we go. So after that, it is pumped throughout the whole body by the aorta. Pretty neat, right? I think so. And to find that they just labeled the aorta an organ, its own organ. I think that's interesting. Finally, here are some general rules to remember. The right side of the heart carries deoxygenated blood that comes from the entire body. The right side of the heart pumps into the lungs so that the blood can receive oxygen. The left side of the heart carries oxygenated blood that came from the lungs, and then the left side of the heart pumps into the aorta, which goes on to feed the entire body. In general, the left side of the heart has much higher pressures than the right side because it is tasked with pumping blood with enough force to feed the entire aorta. Pulmonary arteries carry deoxygenated blood into the lungs. Pulmonary veins carry oxygenated blood into the heart or through the left atrium. And that's it for this week's post. I hope you enjoyed this unique topic and learned something new. I will see you soon, but until then, remember to #ThinkAorta, and that's from Adam.